Hey, what's up, Ultra? Sorry, I was still getting my YouTube loaded up on my phone here. Yeah, I meant to be on a little bit sooner, but my back's been bothering me, so I was like, I'll take some Advil, take a hot shower, see if that does the trick. I gotcha. Oh, yeah. Hopefully nothing too serious as far as matters go. Ooh, I'm excited. Do. I'll get that first. I'm hitting buttons that I shouldn't be hitting. Too many buttons.
Oh, I'm saved! I dread to think what would have befallen me if you hadn't intervened. Oh, I was never in any real danger, of course. I knew you would realize our plight and rush to our rescue.
All right, as long as you're good, man.
Atharius is likewise plagued with void scent. If only only we'd prioritized further development of the Void Sense slaughter bots, we could have stemmed the tide ourselves.
Well, I mean, that's true. Better to do it here than in the middle of a dungeon or
tremendous
something.
demonstration that would have been. Irrefutable proof that I was mankind's staunchest ally and the greatest lubberite to ever live. I can practically taste the praise. Fortunately, I was able to activate the brands. Should any more Void Scent emerge from the gate, they ought to be confined to the crater. Unless, of course, the Void Gate begins to expand of its own accord, or some gargantuan monstrosity tries to barge through. I don't foresee any
And
major
Living Way just had to
problems.
jinx it. Yep. Just had to say something.
Oh, nope. We're doomed.
There you are.
I left the data in Shale's capable hands and teleported here as soon as I heard.
Well, we're doomed.
And ere you ask, I made sure to bring the key with me.
No.
Then the real threat yet awaits us.
'Tis Gorbez's domain beyond the Void Gate. I wonder how he and Zero are faring. By the 12.
Gift of Ethos. Oh, this is a journey without end. Conceived and guided by principle. Hold fast to what you must and meet your fate without fear. Go forth, discover, unite the stars unto one. Let none bar your path. Get him. Start running.
What are you doing here? Only you could be so carefree amidst all this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
May as well make yourself useful. The gate's sheer size appears to have made it a tempting target.
Enuo, a dread void scent risen from the benighted depths of the ocean. They kept to the confines of their domain while Zeromus endured. No longer, it would seem. And once they had discovered a path to the Red Moon, they wasted no time in making the journey.
Leave the void scent nearby to us. You take care of Enuo. Facing this many foes calls for a more familiar approach.
Class chain.
Void scent can change their form at will. Both light and darkness are mine to wield.
Yeah. Zero.
Besides, what better to purge darkness from the void than darkness itself?
Who dares face me? A mere mortal. Hast thou come in search of power? Renown?
Just here to fight you.
I fight to end this world without end. All who stand before me shall fall.
The unmaking. I kind of feel like instead of this Enuo guy, I feel like this would have been like, should have been like Chaos. Instead of like having it for the like Garland and Chaos be for freaking Ultima, in my opinion. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I guess I always just thought that, like, Chaos should have been more important. Since it was, like, you know, the first Final Fantasy boss. Like, end boss, rather than just, oh, yeah, this is just something you fight on the way to Ultima. I don't know. Yeah. Shame. Alright. Are you ready? Whoops, cleared selection. There we go. Really want to get like a new cool spear to be like my main glamour one. But like, the Seeing Horde spear is just too good. Or whatever it's called. See. Yeah, see. There we go. Didn't take too long. Kind of reminds me of Zandy a little bit.
All who dare oppose me shall quake before the silken dark. The Void's power is mine to wield.
For a minute there, I thought that he summoned Titan. I'm like, what the fuck is Titan doing here? I got kind of forgot summoners got to like kind of drop them in sort of. Wow, what's this? Oh, what? No, I was out of the way.
Accept your downfall.
Oh, jeez. You're supposed to kill the little buggers first, I assume?
I breathe the darkness. Let the light guide you.
You must break free.
Oh, we gotta break this. Oh, shit. I thought we just had to, like, make it to it.
The underlings are no more. Now to deal with Enuo.
Yeah!
And death rendered meaningless.
Light, protect us.
I will not yield my domain! Such is the power of the Void.
Oh, God.
The Void shall never cease to be! My power is absolute! The Void's power is mine to use!
Oh, God. Oh, shit. Well, I only got hit by one. At least. Blech.
Behold the truth of this world! Accept your downfall.
Oh. Whoops. Yeah, I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do in that situation. But yeah, I didn't get that during the first round. Oh boy.
Doth the yawning earth not tempt you? Be still.
Faster than I suspected. Well, at least I only died once. I consider that a success.
Away.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
I'm glad you came. We would have struggled to face Enuo alone. I presume you journeyed here to prevent more Voidsent from passing through the gate.
With Enuo defeated, there are none left in this realm who pose a serious threat. I dare say the problem is resolved.
Oh, that's so cool.
Nothing comes to mind. Why'd you ask? So the breach wasn't limited to the Void Gate. For better or worse, precious little has changed in the 13th since Zeromus fell. Have you noticed anything unusual?
I know not the reason events have unfolded this way, but there is, perhaps, an explanation as to why the Void Gate and the fissures opened. Here, in my domain, even the slightest change is keenly felt. When the gate opened, I sensed not the workings of some external force. Rather, it felt as if the barrier between our worlds was weakening naturally, moment by moment, until the two came to meet.
And you think this weakening could be happening elsewhere?
'Tis a possibility.
What of Razatan and Garlemald? Eulus took mercy upon the interloper. Whether Void Sent or Garlean, we all share the same longing for home. Should we meet, I will gladly offer them aid. Please tell Eulus as much. Wait, how exactly did you get here? No mortal could traverse the Void Gate in its current state. And this path of yours is still there. I cannot see it.
Yeah, that funky little gate over there.
Nor does it reveal itself to me. Perhaps the
We can't
path
see it.
serves only the key bearer.
So it is not a means to travel freely back and forth. A pity. I would have liked to see my friends again.
I'm sure we can figure out something to make a more permanent gate. I mean, there's the one that leads to Tuliolal. Surely we could build a gate on, like, the moon or something. Gomez, you're so cool. Dear Gomez, you're cool. Yeah. Agreed. ear bothered me. Ugh. Ah, there we go. Alright, this is like a city I can't fly in here. Dirt.
Upon activation, these transmitters will shine with light from beyond, sent courtesy of our ever-watchful friends. They will serve as beacons in the dark for those that would seek me out.
That's true. That's true. Dun-dun. Dun-dun.
Immortal Nullis. I did not expect to see you here.
I am Zero, and this is my domain. 'Tis a safe haven for those who abhor conflict. Among those gathered here, many aspire to restore this world to how it once was.
Such a thing is possible?
Indeed. Though how long the endeavor will take, I cannot say. But for those of us abandoned by death itself, what do we have but time to try, and try again?
Very well. This light is ample proof your comrade spoke true. However long it takes to restore our world, You shall have my aid.
And you shall have mine.
Yay. I mean, I don't think there's anything to, like, do over here. But I will take a quick look around, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, true. It would be cool if he could just come back.
Would you deliver a message to Euless for me? Tell him that we're making progress towards rebuilding our home. And I hope that he is too.
Enuo's Memoria will be safe here. The crystal containing Zeromus has been passed on to our allies in the First. If Enuo's Memoria might serve them in restoring their world, we shall likewise consider its transfer.
How much simpler it would be to aid one another in our respective fights, were it not for these boundaries between us. Safe travels, my friend. We take comfort in the knowledge that you're out there fighting too, wherever you may be.
No luck, I'm afraid. It appears she's not in Mare Lamentorum.
Wait. Is that...
God, you had us worried. You suddenly disappeared. We didn't know what to think.
I am rather curious as to what was speaking to us, if it was the crystal or
Shortly after you vanished, the
the
void
key
scenting curtain abruptly
or
ended.
someone talking through it or someone locked inside.
We surmised you had a hand in that, but never did it cross our minds that you were fighting alongside Zero and Golbez.
Because it was the same kind of like ASEAN like language.
This golden path you said you traversed wasn't visible to us either.
And who is Azim again? Is that our like other self? Kind of who we were before the fracturing, if I remember. Am I remembering that right?
Nor did we hear a voice. Ethos. Might this be the key's true name?
Okay, that's what I thought.
While many mysteries remain, for now, I am glad to learn the state of affairs in the 13th. Golbez's suspicion that the barrier twixt worlds has begun to weaken. 'Twould certainly explain the surge in fissures manifesting in the source.
I wonder if this is... Oop. Oh, right.
Yet
Which
what
then
could
makes
be
sense that they would leave
behind
behind
such
a trinket that
phenomenon?
would allow their other half to freely go where they need to journey, as it would, twixt wherever they want to.
And who might you be?
Which makes sense,
Not
which
a
is
void scent,
why
I'd wager.
Emmett was so willing to help us, because they were, quote-unquote, the person they hate the most, aka their bestie.
Greetings. I am Helmarut of the Asians.
Which, coming right out and okay.
We are your sworn foes, I know. But on this occasion, will you not put away your arms?
Yeah. Good evening.
I wish only to talk.
I'm your mortal enemy, BT Dubs.
Thank you for affording me a chance. Bereft of the Unsundered, we were under the impression you and yours no longer had cause to continue your activities. That you should reveal yourself at this juncture. I assume you are the one who bestowed Calyx with the knowledge of summoning and the reflections.
Yes, that is correct.
Was it necessary to reveal my present form as well?
Calyx. So he succeeded in transferring his memories after all.
Be at ease. Even were I to occupy a combat-oriented vessel, I would not have the ability to defeat you. You destroyed my plan, my life's work. I have naught to replace it, nor will I ever regain what I once had.
If you wish to speak, Halmarut, will you not tell us what it is that you hope to accomplish?
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the Ancients. As the will of the star, Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia. And in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself. As a wound
I had a
knits
feeling
itself together, the star
that this was
seeks
a
to
natural
become
thing.
whole once more.
That it was a natural, just everything kind of, you know, like when you pick some squishy toy or a needle or something, you stretch it out and you wiggle it around and eventually it just goes right back into place.
Yes, it seeks to rejoin with all of its shards. Unlike the one we Ascians attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment. All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth. Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years past. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
Supposing for a moment we believe you, how can you possibly know all this?
It is an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial. A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiark. The star is tolerant to life. It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course. So many seeds of life have already been lost, yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice, when all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased. I cherish man's journey. Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. 'Twould be a shame for that tale to end. For all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmarut recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections. Individuals like me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations. The Winterers, we are called. And if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
Even if everything you claim is true? What you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable!
I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods. But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive. No one. Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the Reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
Wait!
Yeah, I was hoping for a split second that he was gonna land and then pick up the scythe and be like he's now one of the Winterers or something. Kind of forming like the Legion of Doom to our Justice League. So I wonder then if this is going to be a kind of race of ideals, so to speak. Because I bet you that there's more than just one way to do this. Yes, forcibly rejoining prematurely would allow you to theoretically save a chunk of people. So that way humanity's not erased. But I also feel like if you were to repair the reflections enough, because every reflection seems to have some little fucked up thing about it outside of the source. You know, the first being too heavy light, the 13th being too heavy dark, the 9th being too heavy electric. Surely there's ones that are too heavy fire, too heavy water, too heavy ice, too heavy wind, too heavy earth. Well, I would assume, trying to think of an analogy that has to do with like healing wounds. Trying to think here. But I imagine if you were to able to correct the reflections enough that when this rejoining slowly happens, if it's sufficiently repaired in each reflection, that it'll be a more harmonious kind of slip it back into place, and it won't be just like catastrophic destruction. Which is a harder, longer process than just, if I could slap it together. It'd be like letting the reflections naturally come back together without doing anything. It's like getting a cut, like on your finger, let's say, and then you don't do anything about it. No rubbing alcohol, no nothing. You just kind of go, it's bleeding, and you wipe it off, and you just let it kind of close, which it'll do slowly, but maybe it won't be so good, but maybe it'll be okay, but maybe it gets infected. You don't know. Or, funny you mention that, because what I was about to say is what we're going to end up trying to do. It's like getting that cut, and it's a bad cut on that finger, and you go get stitches to stitch it back together. And then you stitch it back together, and then after a while you slowly start to take the stitches out as it heals, and then it's generally going to heal pretty good. And it'll be like it was never there. Versus what the Winterers are going to be trying to do is just pour some super glue on it and put a Band-Aid over it. Yeah, it'll heal up, and it'll be done faster, and it won't be as bad as like if you just let it heal naturally, but it's going to scar. Yeah, some kind of a circuit thing, or like, you correct the etherical imbalances in each of the reflections up to a certain point. Because then it won't be quite so catastrophic when they slide back together, in my opinion. because they'll more easily balance each other out when you slide it back in. Is kind of how I'm seeing it. Or we're going to build some kind of network thing to keep the reflections apart, but connect them in a way to where nature isn't going to try to force itself back together, because it'll think it's back together, so to speak. I guess like another analogy I could think to use is if you're familiar with the mobile game Nikkei at all, how when a lady is turned into a Nikkei, you know, they're essentially just like a brain in a jar. Slight spoilers, I suppose. And as long as they keep acting and pretending they're human and just act like nothing's different and go through the motions, even if they don't need to, then the body's generally like, or the mind is like, oh, okay, we're cool. Nothing wrong here. But if you dwell on the fact that, oh God, I'm a machine, existential crisis, I'm a brain in a jar, oh God, oh God, oh God, then the brain and the body will like reject each other for this unnatural fusion, and then you just go to shit. So we need to either repair the reflections enough to when they slide back together, it's kind of like, yeah, keep your identity check and everything will be okay. Or we need to do that with nature, have them connected and linked in such a way to where nature goes, yep, everything needs to be work in order, okay, we're good. And then it just kind of stops. Because like all the energy is flowing into each other and through each other into the other reflections. Like a circulatory system of some degree. And then nature goes, okay, we're good. We Gucci. I think it could be cool if we do something like that, where the reflections aren't merged, but they're brought into like the same plane of existence, so to speak. And I think it would be cool to have this like skybox where you're standing here and at night you can look up, and then instead of like the moon, you also see other planets, the other reflections as planets in the sky. So that way they're close enough together and they're linked in such a way to where the source isn't trying to reabsorb them, but you can keep them as like separate places. I think that would be kind of neat. It'd make for a cool like landscape to see. Here's the source, and then there's 12 other of these big planets like kind of near it, within like you can see it to some degree. Kind of like those like some of those old like fantasy or sci-fi paintings where it's just like, oh, you're on this moon and you see a bunch of other big moons and planets up in the sky. Except there's all different reflections. Or something like that. I don't know. That'd be cool.
Long it hath been since last we gathered here. Though our order's dissolution was indeed in name only, thereafter we did largely operate independent of one another. All of which is to say, full glad am I to stand in such esteemed company once more.
Apologies for our delay. We're reporting for duty, as bid.
This is everyone that we could round up on short notice. The others are still en route. Estinian alone we weren't able to make contact with. But we're working on it.
No doubt his link pearl is buried at the bottom of his bag.
Knowing him, he'll turn up when we least expect it.
Stydian.
Now, as much as I'd like to savour our reunion, Tataru tells us there have been developments.
Nope. That's what I like about him. Whenever you need him, nope, nowhere to be found. And then you're like, oh god, this shit kind of sucks. Here comes a Stydian.
The Winterers and the Solstice.
The veracity of Halmarut's claims remains unclear.
Now, what I don't understand, / maybe forgot, is that the Winterers doing what the other Asians were doing, trying to forcibly conjoin the shards. This doesn't seem different. I guess maybe it's been a while, and I've forgotten a few things, but this seems what like the quote-unquote Asians like Emmett and them were trying to do, is just forcibly slap it all together. Like, early.
Yet it cannot be denied that, in his bid to convert the living into endless, Calyx was privy to knowledge of the reflections and more.
And the Winterers are formed of others, like him.
Well, I guess that's true. Emmett and them never gave a shit because they all saw everybody as non-Asian as non-people. Whereas the Winterers have given up on trying to restore the Asians to full or glory, and they're trying to at least save somebody, at least.
In light of the recent Void Sense incursions, I believe it would be wise to treat the Solstice as a genuine threat. The problem is how to deal with it.
Both the source and the reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could. But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation, then what can we possibly do? I wonder, was Hydaelyn aware of the solstice?
Given that we had no knowledge of it when you journeyed to Elpis, You couldn't have warned Vanar. So it is entirely possible she was unaware. But in the course of sustaining the Sundered Star, she may have glimpsed this eventuality. So she believed that we could overcome this trial as well. Or rather, that the choice was ours to make.
Whichever it may be, it is we who must find the answer. We who live in the here and now.
Perhaps we could take a recess? Oh, I dare say everyone could use a rest.
Indeed. We have ample food for thought, and it would be good to catch each other up.
Ere I forget, Huron, I believe you should keep the key, Ethos, in your possession. After all, it seems that is one mystery I am not destined to unravel.
Yippee! Super fancy space key. I almost wonder, too, if before the solstice, if, like, we were to fully rebalance each of the reflections, if the solstice would stop, as it would no longer be wounded, per se. Kind of like, you know, someone's leg grew, like, healed back wrong, so you re-break it, and then you forcibly hold it in place with a bunch of splints and things that keep it from trying to grow back together the way it thinks it needs to, and eventually goes, fine, we'll grow this way, and it'll heal in a certain way. So if we keep this broken limb body or whatever held in a certain way, it'll grow back in that certain way. I.e., get all the reflections balanced and no longer so severely tilted to one side. And then it'll eventually just kind of go, okay. At least that's my kind of thought on it. I don't know.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem
Or
fit.
there's our own nuclear option. Heidelin 2.0. Where we just fucking make a Heidelin again and put it back into place to just go, no, 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 no. Keep these apart. We don't know. We're not ready for this to come back together yet.
Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
I detest evenings such as this. Too bright, too stimulating. The mind distracted by the inconsequential. You needn't be so wary. I merely come to offer information before my departure. Halmarut and I will soon cross the rift to observe the enactment of another Winter's plan. Our destination is the fourth. A world locked in ice, whose lands are blanketed in thick clouds. In order to survive, man has fled to the skies, using great magics to establish new civilizations. It was not my intent to excite. I have my own designs I would see realized, nothing more. Believe me or don't, as you like. For all I know, you lack the means to follow us anyway. What Halmarut said to you earlier. She suggested that dealing with the reflections might satisfy your ambition. But is that truly so? You have seen battles beyond counting, have defeated even the fear of death. Is there some conclusion that you seek, no matter the cost? I will share with you a truth. We Winterers each have an ambition that we wish to fulfill. To that end, we may share information with one another, but we do not necessarily share the same beliefs. Just as you and yours decried my actions, I find those of my fellows objectionable. Be that as it may, it is the culmination of our lives' works that we would bring to the world, fruits born of undying devotion, daring aspiration, and unwavering ideals. No matter how we are reviled, no matter what we must steal, our actions will be vindicated by those who abide in the future we create. In your benevolence, you may seek to save everything and everyone. But once all is consequently consigned to oblivion, your noble deeds will amount to nothing more than folly. For no living soul shall remain to judge them.
Yeah. Ooh, caught up on the story. Yippee. To be continued until another patch. I assume. Or is this like to be continued till Evercold? Oh, okay. I think that eventually Calyx and I already forgot her name. Damn it. It escapes me. The acid. Yeah, Hamrat. I think eventually Calyx and Hamrat are going to turn on the other Winterers and join us. As much as I feel like some people would be kind of pissed for Calyx to like be on our side. But I have a feeling based on like what she said and what he said about like, hey, you can wink deal with the other reflections as you see fit from Helmut. And then Calyx being, you know, not all of the Winterers see eye to eye. We're all kind of trying to do the same thing, but we're trying to do it in our own way kind of deal. And that, I think Halmarat, possibly from the beginning, like, has, yes, recognized that the shards are going to forcibly fuse themselves naturally together. And that if you want to save as many lives as possible, the most logical solution is to force them together in a certain way to where we can try to save and gather up people during it. But maybe agrees that that's, or secretly is like, but I don't want it to happen that way. I want to save and help everybody. But has faced reality that, but we can't. We can't save everybody, but she wants to, but can't. Whereas, and then Calyx wants to save humanity and have humanity more than what it is, because he sees the humanity as it is right now as flawed. And if he has to be like an evil, manipulative supervillain to save humanity, then he's going to, in the way that he sees fit, kind of deal. But then they're gonna turn, because Halmarat, I feel like, maybe has been waiting for something. Yeah, like I think Halmarat has been getting the Winterers together, doing this thing as a way to kind of bide time and put off the inevitable, hoping beyond hope that something would come along that could save everyone and everything. She knows she can't do it. She knows the Winterers can't, but hoping that something would show up that could. And that she feels like it might be us. Whereas Calyx fully gave into, nope, we need to, the only way for humanity to survive anything is to become blah, 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 blah. And then now that his ambitions and his life work has been thoroughly trashed by us, I feel like he's eventually going to throw his lot in with us. Because from his point of view, you know, what he was doing was the natural, logical thing. What the Winterers are doing is the natural, logical thing in the face of this completely stupid, illogical situation we find ourselves in. But then along comes the Warrior of Light, who is equally as stupid and illogical as the whole situation they find themselves in. And maybe is starting to come to realize that the only way to solve a stupid, illogical situation is with a stupid, illogical solution. Or to use something as equally stupid and illogical to offset the stupidity and illogicalness of the whole sundering and all that nonsense. And that he's eventually going to throw his lot in with us. And Halmarat is going to also, I feel like. This is kind of my theory. That we're gonna figure out a way, and Halmarat's gonna go, oh, thank God, finally somebody came up with a solution that wasn't just, fuck it, force them together, but in a controlled fashion, instead of the Ascians, YOLO, slap it together, see what happens, while we're sitting off to the sidelines to come in afterwards. And Calyx is gonna be like, well, that's a pretty good solution, actually. Damn, why didn't I think of that? Well, your solution is logically sound and scientific to a degree. I see no issues with it. You have my support. Because that would allow him to continue to see humanity. Because I think ultimately he would want humanity to survive and thrive so he may observe them further for longer. Now that he's in this kind of weird, deathless state, he can be like the ultimate human observer. Not to say that this is gonna, like, redeem him. Mind you. He's still gonna be an immoral asshat. But he could not be redeemed, but kind of not at least be against us anymore. Yeah. That's kind of my theory. Kind of similar what like happened with like Emmett. Is that eventually he was like, okay, you know, yeah, like Viral. And like the Spiral King. And then to some degree, the anti-Spiral King kind of coming around sort of as he was dying. Yeah, Viral rules. Viral's awesome. So that's kind of how I see things going. Whether or not it's going to go that way, I don't know. Because, you know, Yoshi P could just totally throw us for a loop. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's only Calyx that, like, joins up with this, but Halmarut doesn't. Or maybe Halmarut does, and Calyx goes, no, this is stupid. Or maybe it's the both of them. Maybe there's more of them. Maybe a couple of the other ones will be convinced that to, like, join up, or at least a couple more. Once we, like, submit our findings to the council, to the scientific community, to go, hey, this could work, and maybe a few more of them will go, oh, all right, yeah, okay, but that's not the worst idea I've heard. Maybe not something I would have come up with, but that's not bad. So, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, if I'm, like, being super selfish, man, I don't want Halbert to be, like, a villain that we have to kill. I like her. Damn it. Let me have this one. Damn it. Come on, 14. Come on, Yoshi P. Let me have this one. Come on. Or at the very least, if Halmarat has to go, give me back Bird Waifu. Bring her back as, like, a main character who gets to travel around and do stuff with us. Please. If I can't have Halmarat, bring Bird back. I want Bird. I mean, ideally, all three of them. Because I also just had, like, a picture pop into my head of Halmarut and Calyx hanging up on the moon with the lolliprots, or lolliprots, the bunnies, the space moon bunnies, because I have trouble pronouncing their names. Like, you know, Living Way and Nestling Way and all that. Because I think Helmer would get a kick out of them. And I feel like there's enough super scientifically minded people up there for him to, like, be stimulated and not go do anything, like, evil or crazy anymore. Also bring Xenos back. if I'm gonna be like super greedy, and I need my Vegeta. Yeah. Like, I know Calyx is, like, super terrible, and I know especially Xenos is super terrible, but, like, I don't know. I kind of want Xenos back, man. I would love for him to kind of take on, like, a more antagonistic, like, not more antagonistic, but, like, surprise, I'm here to fight you again, fight me! Like, I want him to be like our Majima, where he's not really like too important to like the story anymore, but he just kind of shows up randomly. Go fight me, do it, come on, do it. You're bored. I know you're bored. I know you don't want to talk to these people anymore. You don't want to sit in this meeting. You don't want to have any of these discussions. You want to fight something though. Hey, you know what you could fight? Me. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'll fight you. We could go fight right now. We could just get out of this stupid meeting. We should go fight somewhere. Go find, like, some desert or moon or, like, a glacier field. We should go fight for a while. Come on. I know you want to do it. But don't give me that look. I know you're thinking it. You're thinking it right now. You're thinking, man, I'd rather be fighting Xenos than this meeting right now. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like, man, if I had, like, any kind of, like, animation talent or anything, I'd love to do a series of, like, funny parody videos, or at least I think they would be funny. Like, kind of, like, referencing a couple of things, like that one, like, Pokemon meme, where, like, the trainer gets rid of the Magikarp, and then the Magikarp just keeps, like, showing up randomly, just, like, epic metal music playing. It's just, the Magikarp is just giving the death glare to the trainer. And there's just, like, everywhere they look, they set down a glass of water, take a drink from a glass of water, set it back down, there's the Magikarp in the water. They take a shower and get out of the shower, and there's the Magikarps in the shower staring at them. They open the toilet, there's the Magikarp. The Gyarados pops up out of the water, and then the Magikarp pops out of the Gyarados mouth. or like the Devil Artemis channel with the Cell Versus series with that T-Rex that shows up. It just pops up randomly, just goes, fight me! Just like some parody video of just like, here's the Warrior Light just sitting there, reading a book, and it pans over to the window, and then there's just Xenos, like, face pressed up against the glass, just... Fight me! Come on! Do it! And then the Warrior of Light just closes the blinds or gets up and walks away, and he's just staring at it. Or she's just like hanging out somewhere, gets up, walks away, and then there's someone sitting at a table with a newspaper, puts the newspaper down and C-nose, just glaring at him. Newspaper says like "fight me" on it or something like that. She orders like takeout. Delivery driver shows up, gets on, goes, "Here's your food." I go, "Okay," and here's your tip. And then when she turns out, walks away, the hat lifts up and it's C-nose staring at me. Just trying to find the right moment to fight her, but there's never a right moment, though. I think that'd be pretty funny. The C-nose everywhere system. Nope, can't get away. He's always there, but he never finds the right opportunity to fight you, though. So he just constantly showed up to be like, "Fight me! Where'd you go? God damn it!" I know it wouldn't do anything for the plot, but I would like it, though. Plus, like... I mean, I've had this, like, I think we've had this discussion before. I've had a discussion with other people, but, like, Xenos was an interesting character. I would like to see him come back. It would make no sense for him to come back, like, realistically. Just, like, it would make no sense for, like, Super Bird Waifu to come back. Because she's kind of off doing whatever. But, like, I kind of don't care, though. We gotta have these orchestration ones. I do kind of hope that, like, at some point, and as much as I know people would groan and bemoan it and be pissed off, I kind of want to have, like, a big Avengers moment. Where, like, we're facing off against, I don't know, maybe there's some other super ultra force that's not so naturally forcing the shards together. Or we fight, like, Gaia, the will of the planet, actually. And then there's just a bunch of portals open up from the places we've been to, and here comes, like, Zero, and Golbez, and names. God damn it. People are gonna kill me because I can't remember these characters' names. It's Gaia and Piss. Why can't I remember her name? Thancred's basically adopted daughter. Reen, yeah. Reen is the name I'm looking for. Yeah, so like a portal opens up, and here comes Zero and Golbez and Reen and Gaia and like people we meet on like the other reflections, you know. Here comes why can't I remember names? I'm so terrible. I'm awful. I'm a fake fan. Ugh. Man, we were just like talking to her not that long ago. I'm so distracted theory crafting that I'm forgetting important character names. But the Queen of Alexandria. And then some people from like the Ninth proper. Just, yeah, a bunch of portals opening up, a bunch of people. Yeah, Speen. Why can't I remember names? I'm a fake fan. But like Speen and Reen and Gaia and Zero and Golbez and a whole bunch of them, just these portals start opening up from all the reflections that they just like pour out. To like, I don't know, help us in like the final battle, which would be really cool. I know it would be super lame and cringe, but I want a scene of just all of them come together as we fight like the big last thing. Or at least the big last thing as far as like trying to force the reflections together. Or I guess it could be the big last thing. I feel like there's still some room for like non-reflection related emergency. Because I think I had this, that we talked about this a couple streams, well, quote unquote, a couple streams ago, because it's been a while, about going back to where the dragons and Omega came from. Because that's not one of the reflections, as I understand it. Or potentially not one of the reflections. It could be, but I feel like it's unlikely. Not to mention, unless they explained it and I forgot, but for like where Gaia came from, I don't think that was like a reflection either. That they came from somewhere else. So going and figuring out what the fuck that was all about. Because that could totally be like an after the whole reflection crisis and the solstice like been solved kind of deal. Or we could just go to another planet. It's got nothing to do with either one of those. Just go, hey, look, we found one that wasn't dead. Yeah, there's that too. That could be like a whole big thing. Hell, going to the dragon region of Mercadia could lead into the whole... that could lead into the whole going back to the dragon's home planet. Plus, if we go back to the Dragon's home planet, it'd give a reason for them to bring back Midgard's Stormer, which would be really cool, and a bunch of the other big dragons, and it could be a good excuse to bring back Omega, but like, the little mini Omega that's been like hanging out with us, observing us, as like Omega 2.0. Who's like observed humanity now and been like, okay, maybe like evolution to the perfect life form isn't the correct way to do things. We've now seen this other path, and they could be a sort of mediator between like the dragons and the machines. Plus, as I understand it, the machines also came from a different planet that was different from where the dragons originally came from. So there's that whole thread line could be quite the journey and a whole side tangent to go spinning off into by itself. Or hell, maybe they could take a weird different route and we get this whole arc thing going online. And we get, well, not everybody off the planet, but the vast majority of everybody off the source. And then have similar projects going on, or like we get a big enough ship and we just get as many people as we can off the source and then hit each reflection, get as many people off those reflections as possible, and head off into deep space, maybe near the edge of the universe. Because I'd assume as long as you're not on the planet, on the source, that when it conjoins back together, you're fine. It's not going to hit the rest of reality. Just whoever's currently living on the planet. So if we get off planet, wait a while, come back. Oh, did they? Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. I forgot about that part. But still, like, I feel like going out there and finding... Maybe we go out there to the Dragon Planet, and it's there again. Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't done like Ultima. Or I don't think. I assume the Ultima Thule is like the super hard versions of like Ultima. But I don't know. I think it'd be interesting if we go there and then it turns out, well, what's this planet doing here? Omicron planet and the Dragon Planet should have been destroyed, and here's this planet there mysteriously. Oh, okay. I forgot. It's been a while. There's a lot I've forgotten. Like, I remember a bunch, but I've forgotten a bunch. Because I feel like if we got off planet and went to a different planet for a while, let the rejoin the solstice happen and came back, then we could just kind of pick up where we left off, so to speak. Oh man, what if they like if, say, we go find the remnants of like the Dragon Planet and the Omicron Planet? What if we get like another race that's like Omicrons? Like humanoid robot people. As like remnants of their race. Yeah. like machine folk. Like Ultima 2.0 or Omega 2.0 gets introduced back to Omnicron survivors, and he shows them how to like evolve into like those kind of gray-skinned, silvery humanoids. Because that would be an interesting expansion to get like another playable race that you can like make a character of. Because they've been convinced to, you know, more harmoniously try to find new places to live and to integrate into society rather than just showing up going, we're taking this. And then we get like the Omicron people. I think that'd be pretty cool. I feel like they should add in another race eventually. I mean, like, I know technically we haven't had Viera for that long, and haven't had male Viera for even shorter amount of time, and the Rothgar we've had for even like less amount of time. But I feel like we've like hit a lot of the trope bases. We got bunny people, we got cat people, we got bigger cat people, we got elves, we've got humans, we've got ogre-ish kind of people, we have, you know, like halflings / gnomes, we got dragon people. Aw, lame. That's stupid. I hate that. Like, I totally understand, but like, come on. Give us another playable race eventually. And I know it'd be a bunch of extra work for them. Yeah. Yeah, usual NPCs. But like, come on. At least let us get, like, Sahagin. Like lizard people. Like the lizard fish kind of people. I don't know. But if that's what they want to do, I suppose that's fine. I suppose I can't really complain. I kind of have my, like, forever race now, so if we never get anything else, then I'm happy. Yeah. I mean, I still hold, like, a special place in my heart for Makote, because that was my first race. You know, I did a little stint into like being a Rogadin and a Lava Fell, but Makote will hold a special place. But if Viera had been available from the start, I would have picked Viera to start and then probably never swapped off. I still probably would have did my brief little, like, hey, the Aura new race, go do that for a little bit when Heaven's Ward came out. But I would have gone back to Viera. Yeah. I'd have been a Viera from the start. I've told people this before. It's like, if Viera would have been start at the beginning, I would have never picked Makote. Well, suppose I better call it here. I think it's like 2:47. I don't think there's really any point in trying to like do any dungeons or anything, because now that I'm caught up on the story, now it's catching up on some of these dungeons I still haven't done, because I still can't do because I still got to do Tender Valley and Deadwalk. Because I haven't finished those yet. And now I can maybe focus on trying to get the yeah, okay, I can't even remember other names. Yeah, it's sleepy time. That funny quest line, Manderville quest line, get that going. Maybe unlock that private island thing, because I never did any of that. Behind on a lot of things, but I've hit credits now, so got the important stuff out the way. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna call it. Thanks for stopping by there, Ultra. Thanks for helping me run that last bit. It was fun. That's a cool fight. I like that fight. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'll probably stream tomorrow. I'm just not sure what. Actually, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, because it's Friday, and I know Fishley usually streams Friday nights. I don't know if she's doing a friend slop or not, but they tend to run pretty late if they do. I might be watching Fishy tomorrow. Or if Jersey does like a duck stream, sometimes she goes kind of late. So I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. But if I do stream, I'm not sure what. Might be another brain off Minecraft stream, maybe. Or screwing around trying to get my own unique take on the Red Eyes deck without, like, maybe ditching Primite again, but without, like, going into other things. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was figuring. But I know sometimes they don't, or sometimes they do, but they don't run real long, because, like, sometimes it feels like they're done by the time, like I get off work. And then there's other times I get off work, get home, and they still go for like another hour or two. So I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see. Play by ear. I'm not going to set anything in stone yet. So maybe tomorrow night, maybe not. I'm not sure. We'll see who's doing what. But yes, anyways. Have a good night, everybody. Especially Ultra, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.